Hey there, TVs. It's Aisha. Welcome or welcome back to the channel. So it's Monday and we're wrapping up our reading for the weekend. This was my original TBR, which was Once Ghosted, Twice Shy, Can't Escape Love, both by Alyssa Cole. I was supposed to read a chapter of Jambalaya because once you get past the first chapters, the regular chapters are actually pretty huge. There's a lot of information in there to absorb, so I didn't want to rush. And a leftover from last week was Best Friends Forever. Let's tell you what I did. Did not read Best Friends Forever. This weekend became extremely hectic, of course, because, I set plans and the gods laugh. So I did not read Best Friends for Forever. So this is going to be this week's read. I'm actually going to start this tonight. I also did not get to read the chapter in this because the weekend was extremely busy. And I don't have this in ebook form. If I had this in ebook form, I could probably read this faster. But like I said, I'm not rushing to read this by the end of the month. I just want to have it read by the end of the year. Also didn't read Can't Escape Love. The weekend became so hectic that I didn't have a chance to pick this up. But I did read and absolutely love Once Ghosted, Twice Shy by Alyssa Cole. This is the story of, I'm going to say her name wrong, Lakotsky. Is that how you say it? So she is the assistant to the king from the first book, he was the prince at that time. And this is her story. She is the one that keeps him together. And then when he gets with his partner, she was the voice of wisdom for him, trying to keep him from getting himself into trouble. She tried to give him good advice. He didn't listen. Of course, when the scenario blew up in his face, at the same time, her relationship that she had started blew up in her face. So they were both quick and happy to leave. Heartbroken. But she was happy to leave. And then now they're back because the prince in the first one's girlfriend is finishing school. Her goal, is to, she's doing I always say that wrong. No matter how many years I've been in healthcare, I still say it wrong. But she's basically studying diseases. And so she's back for school because she's got to finish. And so they're living in New York as well as their home country. So because she is his right hand and keeps him sane, she's back. And she's made the decision to move on from this short-lived affair that she had. And of course, when she makes a decision, the gods laugh and she runs into the girl that broke her heart. When I say this is the cutest story, I absolutely loved it. First of all, the cover just draws me in. Like, her outfit, the smile on her face, they're so adorable together. I really wish it had been a bigger book so we could get more of Fabiola's family and her story and what was going on with her. Like, we got some, but I felt like it could have been more. Like, I could have dived in for more. And just stayed in their world for a longer time. So this was a cute conclusion to their story because it was just a quick snippet in the first book. It all happened off screen. You didn't know what was going on. But so it was cute to see it. And they do flashbacks and then present day of what was going on. So I really enjoyed that. Definitely a 5-star read. And I cannot wait to dive into this one. This one is Regina's story. She is the sister to the second character, who is best friends to the first female character. I'm terrible at names, and I can't remember names right now. It's the end of the night. I should be sleeping. But I'm filming this because it's vlog every day in August. So this one is also going to be on this week's reading TBR. So is the chapter. So I'm actually going to read the chapter I should have read over the weekend this week. And this is also on this week's TBR. I'm actually starting that. And then I didn't just finish this. I actually read an ARC for ARC August. I will put up a picture here. I actually enjoyed this one. I gave it 4 stars because it's one of the criticisms I had about a lot of these uh, American woman meets and falls in love with an Arab man. He's generally in these stories, he is um, different enough and exotic enough, but never has any real cultural ties. This one, they actually talk about the cultural ties. Her having to learn to fit in with a actual Muslim country. The wearing of the hijab, the different cultural mores that are there, and of course I just really enjoyed it. I just thought the fact that they mentioned it and the differences and how she would have to learn to navigate that was beautiful. Of course, it was a really cute story of this. She is a flight attendant, and he's a prince, and she's the attendant on his private flight. The plane goes down. He's actually very attracted to her, and when the plane goes down, he rescues her, and he is a hero. And there was a few moments there in the beginning where you're like, I don't know. Um, and then they have a very brief affair, and then uh, they're separated at a time where he needs her the most. And then of course this is them meeting up again a few years later. And I absolutely loved it. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really well done. So I gave that one 4.5 stars. And yeah, so I read 2 books over the weekend. Not what I wanted to read. I didn't get a lot of the ones I wanted to read done. This weekend that was an ebook, so it moved faster. I was able to read that one faster, particularly when I was in places where I was waiting, where it would have been harder to pull out a book, since I was on the move a lot. So that's how I did this weekend. Let me know what your Friday reads and weekend. Yeah, time for bed. Let me know how your Friday reads went and your weekend reading plans went. And I will see you guys at the end of this week for another Friday reads and a wrap up of this week. Hopefully it will be a lot better. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.